Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This time I'm going to show you how to defeat the Galian Beast within Shinra Manor. So for this fight, you are forced to continue using Cait Sith like you were in the dungeon prior. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to assess the boss, and by doing so, we learn that we can make him flinch during Inner Turmoil or Chaotic Consumption to make it easier for him to become pressured. So we're going to basically be looking out for those two abilities, and while those abilities are being cast, we need to make him flinch, which is done by dealing a lot of damage at once. We need big burst abilities in order to pressure him. There's another way to pressure him, it seems, and I'm not sure if this was just on accident, like maybe I hit a damage threshold, but I think it's true, and you're going to notice it in this video. If you manage to deal damage to him with your primary character, the character that you are in control of, while he is using flying debris, that will pressure him. So you're going to see it here. One of my blade beams hits him right after he kicks the dumpster at me, and he becomes pressured. So when he's using flying debris, feel free to dodge with Cloud and just start throwing blade beams, and if one hits, you should get it. Okay, so he has a lot of AoE physical abilities. Luckily, with this Bestial Flare, it seems like your AI party members will tend to block that ability. They will just sort of line up right in front of you. Unfortunately, it does deal an absolute ton of damage, but if you are busy healing with somebody or you're just trying to build up ATB to get a spell off, and they're not a quick dodger, such as Aerith or Barret, you should be okay. The AI characters should get in front of it. It's happened more than once within this fight and within this actual takedown in this video, so you'll see it again. Primal Roar is an AoE that you need to get away from. We have Inner Turmoil here, and what I'm doing here is I'm just blocking because my ATB is not ready yet, and all I'm trying to do is make him sort of waste that ability and do nothing with it. So if you do not have double ATB for Infinity's End, I recommend just waiting out Inner Turmoil. Don't hit him, because if you hit him and you don't pressure him, he's going to counter. So just keep that in mind. Moogle Knuckle is a really strong ability with Cait Sith. You get it from the golden megaphone that is found within the dungeon within Shinra Manor, so you should have it. It's in a locked chest behind a cell that you need to use Cait Sith himself to get through a vent to get it very early on in that dungeon. If you don't, it's okay. Just use whatever damaging abilities you have. Maybe you want to make him a caster for this fight. That's a viable route as well. But Moogle Knuckle can either deal a little bit of damage or a lot of damage. It's worth using over and over, though, if only just to master the ability, but it does deal a lot of damage when it works, so just keep that in mind. Flying Debris is happening again here. Right now, I'm just trying to save my ATB with Cloud for the next Inner Turmoil, and here it is. Luckily, the blade beams don't count as attacks that can be countered. The same is true for any boss, basically, so just keep that in mind. But when you see Inner Turmoil, get close to him, use Infinity's End, and the massive damage from that will cause him to get pressured, and then you can just sort of finish up that pressure meter. I'm switching over to Aerith here with the intention of healing, but luckily her ward beams just destroyed him and got him into the pressure state really easily. So we're going to use Firework Blade here. I'm doing this to level up Aerith's and Cloud's limit breaks, and we're going to do this again with Cloud and Cait Sith's ability to level up Cait Sith limit break as well. Once you get the beast down to 50%, it will sort of go into this extra phase 2 transform phase, and it gets a few more abilities along with a purple hand that is bigger that you need to watch out for. Luckily, though, you get a couple more opportunities to counter in Punisher stance with Cloud. Right off the bat, though, chances are he's going to lunge right at you and use his kick, and that can launch and deal a lot of damage. You got to be careful. So he hops around quite a bit. He will use Skull Crusher more often. Luckily, you can go into Punisher stance with Cloud and punish that no problem. He can jump onto the wall and then use Wall Dive. It's somewhat easy to dodge. You just keep rolling. Chances are you'll get it. Luckily, it's really easy to build a limit break in this part of the fight. And as you see here, Inner Turmoil is going to last quite a long time. I don't cast Infinity's End until the word is almost gone. So you have a lot of time to do that, and what you can do is, if you're like just on the cusp of building that ATB, you can back up with Cloud and then use your blade beams, and he shouldn't counter unless you're really, really close and your sword is accidentally hitting him, but he should be fine. That's a way to build more ATB with him. Primal Roar, I'm really bad at getting away from this just because I'm trying to pressure him as quickly as possible. But you do want to try to get away from that because that can deal a decent amount of AoE damage if you're not paying close attention. Planish Protection will protect you from basically all of this boss's attacks, so if you have that unlocked from within Aerith's Folios, really, really effective limit break. Just make sure you level up early. This way you can get it off as soon as it comes up. Chaotic Consumption is another ability that you can pressure him in if you deal enough damage. I just used Cait Sith's level 2 limit break to get that stagger off, dealt enough damage. I did not have any ATB with Cloud, so I probably could have just waited that out, but luckily I had the limit break, just used it, no big deal. So from there, casting Ascension, which is Cloud's level 2 limit break, to deal a whole lot of damage, and then we're going to finish this off with Moogle Knuckle. Like I said, it can either deal a little bit of damage or a lot of damage, and it dealt 2,500 as the final hit. But that's it. That is the Galian Beast in Shinra Manor. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new videos go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join the community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.